food. Food ain't good. I like food. Food ain't good. You see burgers, drinks, and fight.
Hello, welcome to Adventure Lunch. I'm Jared Kingery.
And I'm Cyber Bob, a.k.a. Bob Gambert. You know, I actually saw that cat the other day singing a different song, though.
What was he singing?
It was Ramones, I think, Beat on the Brat. I think that's what.
Where did you see him singing it at?
He was singing, he was over by the AT&T Center.
Oh, he made his way from the AT&T Center over to, from Lord's Kitchen over to the AT&T Center.
I don't know if Lord's Kitchen is his actual normal place that he normally stays, or if he hangs out more.
Was
by
he there
the
for the
AT&T
rodeo?
Center. He may have just been left over from the rodeo. Yeah.
Left over from the rodeo, like he was feed or something for the animals. I don't know what that means. Hey, where'd we go this week?
Went to Malibu Shack,
Malibu
which
Shack.
is over just off Loop 10 on Bandera, just inside
10?
the Loop 410. Loop 410 inside of the.
Off of Bandera, inside Loop 410. Cool place from the road, right? Looks like a surf hut, I guess.
Nice decor.
You may know this as it started life as an Easy's.
And a Goombas as well?
It was a Goombas briefly, until Goombas, whatever happened to Goombas.
I don't know, they've all changed their names.
And you wanted to mention something about the sign, the marquee there.
Well, there was a fight the past Saturday. We went on Monday, and the fight sign was still on the marquee, Edgar versus Henderson. And first of all, I also wanted to say that I really did think that Frankie Edgar won that fight. I don't
that
think
has got to be like the
Henderson won that
lamest
fight,
sounding name of a fighter, Henderson.
Frankie? How about Frankie?
Frankie's fine, but like just saying like what is it?
Well, it's Big Ben, Ben Henderson.
Edgar versus Henderson.
Big Ben Henderson.
Sounds like he's fighting your neighbor.
It's UFC, man.
I don't watch.
Do you really
UFC.
want to mess with any of those guys?
I don't want to mess with them, but it's the fans that I'm more concerned about. It's sort of like wrestling. Like, anyway, I'm probably digging a hole here. Anyway.
Why would you still have that on the marquee, though? That's my question. First off the bat, I think it shows maybe a lack of precision management at Malibu
So you
Shack.
you think the most important part of running a restaurant is the marquee?
I think that one of the first impressions people get when they walk into your restaurant is the marquee you see outside. And if it's promoting a fight that happened 2 or 3 days ago, already it tends to show me that maybe this place isn't the tightest run ship.
What would you put on the marquee?
Whatever their next event is.
Okay. So
Or
you do that right
we
away.
have great hamburgers or something.
Anyway, we're kind of getting ahead of ourselves here. So let's start off with the order process. You walk in the door.
Yeah, and instead of like sitting down and taking an order, you walk up and you order your food.
It's weird.
Yeah.
There's no reason for it. You order your food at this little stand. I love the surfboard, but you order your food at the little stand, and then you go sit down, and they check your order and then take it. I don't get it.
A weird process right off the bat. Maybe they just happened to have a leftover surfboard that said "order here" on it, and they felt like that had to be part of the process.
I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, strange right off the bat. And then you get your drink, right? You go and get your drink.
Yes.
And
another
problem.
There was a huge issue with the drinks. Yes.
Well, I went to get my drink, and the cup is kind of.
You ordered water.
Yeah.
You wanted a water.
Crazy.
No. I'm just saying you wanted a water.
There was there was no ice.
Well,
weird.
Okay.
All right. Another problem.
It happens.
I'm just saying these things are piling up.
Okay, but
then I go to sit down and I taste my water, and it's nasty.
Right.
And so I smell my glass, and it's a stench of bleach. Another cup. I smell another glass, and they all smell that way. So I immediately went to go to something maybe bottled.
But you wanted some. You were also angry that they didn't have a bottled soda option, when that's not really a thing people do. Restaurants
I don't know.
do. Okay, the only place.
I did some research on that. First of all,
you did.
I did some research.
We
went to a restaurant last week that had some bottled soda.
Yeah, but that was different. That was a different offering. It wasn't the same stuff. And
it's not unusual for a restaurant to give you an alternative to the fountain soda, to give you and plus they have a soda sitting there out, like you can drink it.
It's not
but
unusual.
It's not even cold.
It's not unusual unless you're at like a Valero that has fountain drinks and bottled drinks. It's not unusual.
I did a little research. It is highly unusual.
What research did you do? What research did you do?
I went to another place last week.
I know, but that was like Mexican sodas.
So you're saying only Mexican restaurants offer soda in a bottle?
It's pretty traditionally, right? I mean, there's no place that offers Coke in a bottle that's not a Mexican Coke, right?
I'm going to continue research on this, but I'm pretty sure why are you protecting? Do you have some kind of association with Malibu?
I don't. But I think there was more pressing issues than the soda situation, which I had a fountain soda that was fine.
Oh, there's a lot of issues.
Okay,
but
hold
I'm
on.
just saying these things are one thing after another. Weird ordering process.
Well-
Old marquee, stinky water,
Okay.
bleach smelling cups. I mean,
Right.
we haven't even ordered the food yet, and things are
Well,
going badly.
I think you're kind of retroactively mad at some of this stuff because you didn't say anything about the marquee when we walked in.
Oh, I didn't say anything, but did you see me
Anywho-
taking pictures
anywho.
of it? I was going to mention it.
I didn't see you taking pictures of it. Anyway, it's a cool looking place inside, as you can see.
That one thing we can definitely say is they have some very
look-
nice decor.
Look, there you are.
Not particularly busy when we were there.
Yeah, it was Monday, 1 p.m. Yeah, so as you can see, it's a very atmospheric place. I mean, you walk in there and it's not they didn't cheap out on the decor.
They did a nice job decorating this restaurant.
And speaking of decorating the restaurant, our
Waitress Tabitha.
Tiffany. Tiffany was our waitress.
You know what? She was a joy.
She was very nice.
She was a joy. She is the best thing about this restaurant. Just an overall nice person, bubbly personality.
She handled your way too personal questions with aplomb, I should say.
There was some personal questions being asked. I'm sorry.
You know, asking her about being kicked out of her parents' house for tattoos and.
I thought we
and
told her
whatnot.
we wouldn't say anything about that.
Oh crap! No, we wouldn't tell her. We wouldn't say that she had more tattoos than her parents knew about.
Okay, that's right. We won't say that.
We won't say that.
We won't talk
All
about
right. You want to? This is.
Should we talk about tattoos at all? No, let's talk about.
I don't
the food.
like. I don't
Let's
like.
go into
I'm
food.
not a big fan of tattoos.
All right, so I ordered the fish and chips, and so naturally they brought a salad out first.
Everybody brings a salad. They offered you a dressing that they were out of, right?
They did.
What was it?
And then they told me they didn't have that. I said, well, bring whatever's good. And so they brought me a tomatillo ranch.
Tomatillo ranch. What did you order? Garlic ranch or something?
I ordered ranch, I think.
No, it wasn't normal ranch. It was something else.
Well, whatever they I said, oh,
Whatever you ordered, they
best?
didn't have,
They
but
didn't
I don't
have
remember
that.
what it was. We should keep track of these things probably a little better. Anyway, and I ordered the, what is this called? Can I see the menu?
You got one of the burgers. They have a
It's
bunch of.
the Sunny Side Up burger.
Yeah.
And that's a burger with a fried egg and bacon on it. And
Honey cured bacon.
little did I know, it didn't have anything else on it. That was
Oh,
it.
really?
It was a little dry. And I also ordered tater tots, which excited you like a little girl that I had no idea of. So it was a little uncomfortable.
Wait a minute. I don't think little girls are known for ordering tater tots. Are they? Is that
I don't
is that a
know.
little girls? Is that little
They're
girls?
called,
Yes, little
they're
girls
called
are.
tater tots. I mean,
I
they
love
couldn't,
I love me
they
some
couldn't
tater
be any
tots.
more for little kids if they were. The only way they could be more for little kids is they were shaped like dinosaurs. or
Sometimes I
something.
take tater tots and put them in my pocket to eat
in your
later.
cargo pants pocket, and the bully smashes them. We're talking
Reference.
about Napoleon Dynamite.
Thank
Napoleon
you.
Dynamite. Thank you. Yeah, so I wasn't really pleased with the burger.
And the tater tots were a little moist.
Tater tots were fine. They weren't
crunchy.
You've heard about this place, Sonic?
I love some Sonic.
Have you heard of this place? You've heard of it?
The Sonic.
The Sonic.
Yes, the Sonic does some great.
They sell great tater tots.
Yes. And so I got the fish and chips.
As you're apt to do at a Malibu Shack. Is that a thing? In Malibu, fish and chips?
I'm always looking for good fish and chips. All right, I'm always looking for a good fish and chips.
Okay, what's different than fish and chips? It's fish and French fries, right?
Well, normally when you get fish and chips, you'll get strips of shrimp that have been with a crusty batter on them with French fries. That's normal. That's a normal fish and chips.
Wait,
But
normal fish and chips is shrimp and chips?
Did I say shrimp?
Yeah.
I meant fish.
Oh.
In a battered.
Something happening over there.
In a battered, usually a smaller strip, and this was a
It was
large piece.
a very large piece of fish.
And let me tell you right now that the fish was kind of tasteless.
Yeah.
It was blah and bland, and the fries were just okay.
Now, I don't know if this is indicative of the normal service that you would get at the restaurant, but everybody was a little disinterested.
I would agree.
You know,
Except for our waitress. Our waitress was
she was
completely
great, but
interested.
I don't like. It was a slow time, as you can see. They have a full bar.
And Tiffany's training to be a bartender.
Tiffany's training to be a bartender. She's got the cocktail moves about halfway down. She said.
It's a Tom Cruise reference, movie reference.
I think everybody knows cocktail.
Do you guys know the cocktail?
Yes. Anyway, as you could see from the picture, it was empty, and maybe they didn't have the top-notch shift working. I don't know. the food experience wasn't great, and which contrasts with what I've heard, especially from Kiko, who recommended it. Said he had a great burger. I did not have a great burger. You did not have great fish and chips. Is this a problem that they have all the time, or did we just go at a bad time?
I think that we got an indicative look at the restaurant. I think
You
this
think
is,
so?
I
You
think
think
this
so?
Is, I think this was, and to solve my beverage problem, because I wasn't going to drink out of one of those glasses.
Yeah, you
but I wanted
got a
cold
little uppity
drink.
about it. You got a little uppity about it.
I wanted a cold drink, but I didn't
Look at
want to
this
drink out of
cup.
those
Look at this
glasses.
cup. Look how filthy that is on the outside and inside.
Does not taste of bleach at all.
But how long have you been using that? How long have you been using?
Strangely enough, does not taste of bleach.
tastes
So
like hand
I went
and
ahead.
dirt.
I went ahead and had the only cold beverage left over was a nice.
I would rather
cool
drink bleach than drink Lone Star. I would really rather drink bleach than Lone Star.
Says a lot about
Hey,
you.
hold on. There's also says a lot about me. It's the only American beer left. They do have. I guess it gets livelier at night, right?
Maybe some karaoke.
Some karaoke. We've got some video of Tiffany. Tells us a little about.
Our girl Tabitha told us all about it.
Yes.
Thursday nights we have karaoke, and they're here until 10 o'clock at night. And we have old people, little kids, talented people, not talented people, drunk people. So it's pretty interesting.
So Thursday nights are the night to go.
Wide range of people.
So that sounds like any karaoke night, really. But it gets Spurs games are a big night for them.
They got a board. What they do on Spurs nights is when you come in, you get a square on the board.
If you're familiar with a football pool,
Same kind of thing. And so at the end of the quarters,
you buy a square.
you don't have to buy it. They're free.
Oh, that's right. You pick a square. When you
Yeah.
pick a square.
And then you can win. You can win like a 20.
It's $25 a quarter.
$25 a quarter they're giving away. So if you're going to watch a Spurs game, don't want good food, but want a cold beer.
And if the Spurs win, unlike last night, you get 20% off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So they also have a really cool patio.
Yeah, nice little patio. It looked like it would be an enjoyable place to watch the game.
It was pretty rainy the day we were
Is
there.
there a TV out there though? Maybe you can't watch the game out.
I don't know.
Check that out.
Maybe behind me. Yeah. So cool place, cool looking place. Food. I don't know.
On the 1 to 10 scale, I would rate it as a 3.2.
Okay. What if you found out that in fact who was cooking our food that day was an active duty Navy SEAL, and this was his meal of valor?
I love the way you disrespect our military.
No, because would that make it better or worse to you? Would it make a bad meal better?
I love the way that you take these guys that risk their lives for us every day, and you treat them like pond scum.
Pond scum. I'm just asking if you would like the meal better. Because you didn't like the meal. What would make you like the meal?
If it tasted good.
Okay. But if you,
you didn't actually have good things to say about your burger. What's your overall ranking?
my ranking wasn't great. I would give it. It was a very average burger. I mean, it needed more. Like it was adventurous with the as the title
Put
of
an
the show
egg on
goes.
it. That's a pretty good idea for
Putting a
most
fried
things.
egg on it and bacon, but it needed more. Like I would have loved some cheese. It didn't even have ketchup on it. I had to put ketchup on it.
If one of the robots from MST3K had prepared your egg, would you have liked it better?
I would if it was Tom Servo, yes. Otherwise, no.
I love the way you disrespect the astronauts in space.
The astronauts.
lost forever and forced to watch bad movies.
Anyway, so overall, not a great experience.
We go to these places and we want to bring you the best of them.
Right.
And they had great decor.
But I think perhaps
very well
perhaps
decorated
we caught
restaurant.
them at the wrong time, and I think that might happen. Not that there's an excuse, but they're probably not on top of their game at 1 p.m. on a Monday afternoon.
I expect a restaurant to serve me the same food at 11 a.m. as they would at 1 p.m. or at 4 p.m.
What?
I don't think the time or day that I go to the restaurant should at
what
all
if they have a breakfast?
affect my
What if they have a
my
breakfast
management.
menu? What if they have a breakfast menu? Can you reasonably assume that
Probably
they're
not going to order fish and chips for breakfast.
But can they reasonably not serve you breakfast at 11 p.m.?
I don't even know what your point is right here.
It's just provocation.
Okay.
Anyway, overall rating.
Do you have some kind of a holding in this place? Do you have a financial investment of some
My middle
sort?
name is Malibu.
Malibu Barbie Kingerly.
anyway, what overall rating? Let's go
3.2.
3.2.
Or on a 100 scale, 32.
32. I'd have to give it a 4. I wasn't as disappointed with it as you
You
were.
give me all this trouble, and you want to give it a 0.8 better than I do?
Well, because I didn't like the burger. But you were complaining about, I thought your grade would be lower because you were complaining about everything.
A 3.2 is way below average.
You were like, I didn't like the wood they used. I
really felt like an Oakland fir would have been a much better choice.
They had RCA TVs. Why not Sony?
Do you really think it's unreasonable to expect someone to have the? I mean, if I owned a restaurant and the marquee was like 3 days old,
I don't care. I don't care about that. I don't care about that.
I think it's indicative of other problems.
I don't care about that. The soda thing is not unreasonable. I can understand your frustration.
You don't mind bleach.
I drank it. Maybe you had a bad cup. You didn't even try another cup.
I smelled 2 others.
When?
They brought me another one for with just ice in it.
Oh, that's right.
Right?
And
I had when I was over there, I smelled another one.
You are known for your cup smelling. I will say. Anyway, so yeah, we don't know where we're going next week. We did get some great suggestions from a viewer named Michael, who suggested we take the diners
Triple D. Just say Triple D.
Triple D tour. We've already been to Beto's. Texas Pride is on the list.
Which we've both been to Texas Pride.
And you were like, they only had bottled sodas. Like,
you know what? At Texas Pride,
I know.
You can get any bottled soda you like practically there.
Well, you can get an RC or you can get a Sunkist.
Orange.
It's a Sunkist.
Orange.
What? It's a Sunkist. Anyway, so
Fanta.
So we had a suggestion from Michael to go on that tour. Bun and Barrel is also on that list. Place
I think we definitely need to go to Bun and Barrel. Let's make Bun and Barrel our Monday.
Bun and Barrel Monday. Okay, that's gonna also not be their shining time because that's where the Bun and Barrel is known for their, I guess, kind of impromptu car shows.
So you want to go on a Friday night?
I don't want to go on a Friday night because I don't have a nice car and I'd be laughed out of the place. I'd be like,
you're the only one I know with a car smaller than mine.
I don't post pictures of my car on my Tumblr either.
I love my Honda Fit.
Anyway, so Bun and Barrel?
Yes, Bun and Barrel Monday.
Bun and Barrel Monday. If you want to join us,
we'll be there at about 1 o'clock.
Be there about 1 o'clock Monday. That would be March 5th. Yes,
it's
March
possible
5th.
to tell.
March 5th. If you want to email us, my email is jaredkingery@woaitv.com.
And mine is Bob Gambert at woaitv.com.
Please email us your suggestions, likes, dislikes, call us tools, whatever works for you.
Should we mention about Joe?
Oh yeah, we're still looking for Joe
Schneider. Joe Schneider. If you see Joe Schneider, this man right here, make sure that you email us at the aforementioned addresses.
Anyway, that's all for this week. Make your lunch an adventure, and smell your cups. Smell those cups.